Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions podcast is intended podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and
we want to talk boxing.
podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
DAZN Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But it takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. A hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem, you're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights, I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Campbell, and the takeover was down.
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge?
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotions.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already.
They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's get it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing. We're the best, fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. If we stand by lines only, just like we made this up, we gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jermel. Jamal. Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick. Yeah? Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here.
Okay, you're getting out of here.
Yeah, move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Seriously, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena. Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy, and Dylan White don't want to fight. So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something. Chicken! Chicken! Joshua! Where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ!
Dylan White's a bitch. I want to see you. You've got to fight me anyway.
Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it up again. And that's it. It's over. Russell Moore waves it off.
SDS Promotions.
I'm going to smash your face in too. There's not one thing you can do about it.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Yes, I know I shouldn't have left you without a dope podcast to listen to, but I ain't gonna front, man. It hurt me as much as it hurt y'all. God darn it, I hated being away. Shout out to London, shout out to AJ, Stage Front, obviously, and all our good friends in the UK. Shout out to all my bruvs.
Yeah,
shout out to Roos, Mitty.
Wayne.
Shout out to Wayne for sure coming through. Shout out to Big Nick. He's real. Big Nick is real. Shout out to Jimmy. Oh, I said Jimmy. Yeah, man, London was good. I learned a lot. It's always good to go to an AJ fight at least once.
Yeah, that was my first, both of our first AJ fights.
It's funny because Tank is in the subject matter, right? Like today we're going to do weekend recaps. We're a few days late. Today's what? Tuesday. And we're recapping the weekend because of our long, trip to London, which got extended due to flight circumstances. That being said, Yeah, man.
Yo,
I learned a lot.
I was gonna say we should probably. I know. Oh fuck, I'm stupid.
Well, I wanted to keep to this. What I was saying is, it's funny we talking about Tank and AJ in the same story.
Well,
because being at an AJ fight, I learned what a superstar is. I believe Tank Davis is a star in boxing, a big star, burning bright, but he's not a superstar. Like the diversity in AJ's audience is crazy.
Word.
I mean, Latinos, black people, I can't say African Americans because obviously they probably are, from Kenya. I mean, it was everything. They had people from Kenya. They got fucking Nigerian people there. It was insane. It was hella white people. And they were in full support. And they are full boxing fans. Like, they're knowledgeable of what's going on in AJ's career. And that arena was insane. That was the O2, and that's coming off of 2 losses. So when you call in and be like, yo, he ain't no superstar, keep in mind that when Wilder came off of 2 losses, there was not 20,000. But when Fury came back off of 3 years off, there was 23,000 at the Piñeta fight, I'm pretty sure. So, these guys in the UK, both women and men, love this sport of boxing. It's insane because, I didn't know. I had to go with Danny and talk to a few of my friends out there, and it's like now I'm understanding London is New York. That's why I hate it, because we all know I hate New York too.
Bro, I know you went off with Mitty and you guys did your sightseeing. I went off on my own.
Yeah, Danny's an explorer, for sure. No punchlines with Dora, though. But he was out there doing his thing, being a tourist.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good trip for me. I feel like I made the most of it. I feel like I could have let a number of things, kind of put a damper in my trip, but I was fucking with it, bro. I really was. I like to see new things and visit new places. That being said, went to the Formula One arcade, and just throughout the different things I went to go do in the city of London, bro. I realized there's nothing else you could compare London to but New York City. Nothing else you could compare it to but New York City. It was
hella
insane.
traffic.
Bro, the traffic.
But first of all, the biggest issue is the infrastructure. They don't have the
mad.
roads. The roads.
Yeah, the infrastructure is
they're
weird.
not set up to have that many people. It's literally one road that way and one road this way, where New York, Houston, like any major city has minimum 2 going that way and 2 going this way. Like, they're literally sharing the road. And then it's got different turns. Like, you got...
Bro.
It's no joke out there, for real.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, look at my boy Wayne in the chat. Said
Nah,
Danny
Wayne-
was with the goons at the football.
Wayne is the truth. Shout out to Wayne.
Yo, shout out to Wayne.
He actually fights, too. He used to train out of Mitty's gym.
Yo, shout out to Wayne, man. That was my first time trying to spliff.
Oh, yeah. Wayne killed my lungs, bro. Obviously, the flight is like 10 hours.
10 hours. So on the way there, bro, we smoked like 4.5 L's.
Yeah, no, that was the first time I ever slept on a plane. Like, I did a whole 7-hour stretch because we had so much Hardin.
Me and Ness had aisle seats, so it's like 3, or was it 4 in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on the way there, it was 4 in the middle and then 3. So, we both aisle. Bro, he was out for like 8 fucking hours.
Send me that TikTok back. Did you ever look at it, or you just learned from me?
What TikTok?
The airplane one. So the seat thing.
You never sent it to me, brother, or showed me.
You're lying.
I just learned how to do it. That I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like it at all.
What you mean?
I just
Bro,
put my
that's
shit
just
back
game
down.
changer, y'all. Listen, if you in an aisle seat, you know this motherfucking armrest don't go up. Bruh, why I got my girl sent me a TikTok to make that armrest go up. I had the whole plane.
No,
like,
hey,
how
no,
you do that? how you do that? You so nice. Thank you. Because, like,
you showing people?
Oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? They seen it. Once they see me
not,
doing my big-ass legs, I'm swiveling and shit. Yo, people wanted that work, bro.
Bro, yo, that flight on the way back was insane. Like, obviously it says weekend recap. And when I went like this, I was like, we should probably recap the weekend, not seeing the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But, bro, the flight back, Ness was like 10 rows ahead of me, 8 rows ahead of me, whatever. So I ain't sleep at all on the way back, like not one bit. But yo, there was like a family of like 12 in the 2 rows in front of me, 3 rows. Bro, they thought that shit was a fucking party. Like,
was it Chinese?
No, it was.
Because there was a huge Chinese
bro,
family.
it was a white British family. Bro, these people legit gave no fucks. They was standing up the whole time in the aisle.
No,
right there, bro. When I tell you, like, not even pocket watching and not even that I was trying to keep count. They must have spent $400 to $500 on liquor and drinks on the plane. They just wouldn't stop coming. It was just drinks after drink, and it's so many of them, so it seemed like a lot. You feel me? And it was a lot, but yeah, they was doing their thing, so I ain't get no sleep.
Yeah, it was like a wedding party because I seen team bride shirts.
Yes.
Team bride shirts.
One of the young ladies had the bride eye mask.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you haven't already done so, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. We're going to get into this weekend's fights before we move on to Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia's officially announced undercard.
Well, bro, we ain't done talking about London, champ. Feel me? What'd you think of the smoke?
I mean, it was not Vegas. First thing, shout out to my son. He's a true, and my wife, actually, because she reminded him to roll up for me. So when they picked me up, I lit up, and that's the first thing I told him, like, thinking it was him that, remembered to roll up. I'm like, damn, thank you, because this shit is like, Vegas is different. I've lived in many different places now, smoked in many different states.
Word.
Even in Denver.
Shout out to Hardin, man,
I
because
remember
for making it possible for
absolutely
your son to roll up. You feel me? You got it on there. We never took that picture, but it was just funny. We ain't even plan on it, but Ness and
Ness shit. Yes, we did.
No,
Somebody. Oh no, we did a video. But
Yeah.
you didn't have yours on.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
Yeah, but we both had like our little Hardin sweaters. Where he had a hoodie, I had a sweater on that.
And my girl was like, "You gonna wear that again? You wore it all week." I'm like, "Yeah, I love my shit."
For sure, man. It's comfortable, but yeah, man, that shit was London.
It was a dope experience.
It was dope.
It's just,
it was dope.
I'm
felt
different. I want more,
I
and
felt like
London didn't offer that to me, and it's expensive.
Yeah, I
as
was gonna
fuck.
say shit a bit pricey. Like we said, New York City, a bit
no,
old.
No, I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with. I guess you're right though. Again, that's what you have to do. Is associated with New York. He's absolutely right. If you in Manhattan, you're gonna pay ridiculous prices for food,
bro, and
ridiculous prices for drinks, and you will probably pay a ridiculous price for coffee. Like I did. I paid $7.50 or $7.70 for a fucking black coffee.
Yeah,
that's it.
You know what?
It was insane out there.
What I found kind of cheap was the drinks.
Yeah, I wasn't drinking.
Shit.
Well, yeah, we drank on the night of.
Yeah,
the
night of the fight, we had a few.
Yeah, shout out to the UK. They don't frown upon drinking, doing working. Everybody's getting smashed and shit.
Yo, so when I went to the football match, shout out to my boy. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up his thing because we met him at the state. Shout out to my boy Duncan Murray from West Ham. Hooked me up with those tickets to the football match, so I got to see London Stadium. Bro, so let me tell you. So I'm in the stadium, right? And I go to like 3-4 concessions. All I see is beer and wine. No actual liquor, right? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I asked, I'm like, yo, do they sell any liquor in the stadium? And they're like, no, only, beer and wine. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what's the strongest wine you got? So they tell me red wine. And I'm like,
red wine.
I'm like, how many can I get? And they're like, 4. I'm like, well, give me 4. Bro, it was only like 15 or 16 American dollars.
That's strange.
At the game, right? So then, everybody's looking at me weird because all these guys got pints in their hand. Bro, I'm not a beer drinker. Shout out to Foodie Fit. I've lost the belly. I'm not trying to get the belly back. So, you know what I'm saying? I fucking find out that they do have liquor. So I go get a Jack and Coke, a double, right? So I'm drinking.
After the wine.
Bro, yeah.
After the 4.
But I ain't even done with the 4. You get what I'm saying? I legit have to drink one of them like a lot down as I'm in line to get the Jack and Coke, right? So this halftime now at this point. This halftime at this point, and so second half of the game about to start, right? So I'm like, yo, it's time to go back to my seat, right? So I go back to my seat. Everybody just staring at me. And I'm like, yo, I'm not that lit that people should be looking at me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
so what was it?
In the UK, there's a law at the football games that you can't have your drinks at your seat.
I think that's a pretty decent law because, honestly, we would probably get less fights and less beer throwing if that rule was universal in sports.
No, and I'm going to be honest with you, as a kid who went to at least one Chicago Bears game from the age of 5 to the age of now, like from 5 to 18, I went to at least one game.
What was the game you went to watch, they asking?
West Ham versus South Ham.
Yo, Danny pleaded his case like I was a shark on Shark Tanks. He's like, yo,
bro.
Ness. He's like, yo, Ness, so check it. It's an arena. It's a stadium. It's 2 rival teams. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to that shit.
Bro,
I'm
it
like,
was so dope.
I had simple questions. I'm like,
is it outdoors?
Is it outdoors? He's like, no, it's in a stadium. I'm like, is there a roof? Are people going to wear coats? I'm staying. Because, I mean, we didn't have a coat. Nobody, I looked at the weather, but honestly, I was not expecting that type of weather.
No, I'm going to be honest with you, though. At the actual stadium, like, I had my beanie, but, bro, with all the people, they're playing for last place. Like, it's the 2 worst teams in the Premier League.
But those tickets are hard to come by from according to many.
Yeah, very hard because everybody has a very high season ticket member rate. You get what I'm saying? So, once again, shout out to my people over at Stage Front and my boy Duncan Murray from West Ham. Shout out to West Ham. They won 1-0, home team. But bro, it was it was at least 60, 65,000. Like, I legit was so curious. I was Googling the attendance right after. I was going on Twitter.
65,000. That's what that's another reason why I was happy to go to the AJ fight because
that was dope.
I've never
AJ did like
that.
20.
That's what I'm
22.
saying. It was more at 18, but it felt like 20, and it looked like that. I did a recorded video of the arena, and it's like, I wouldn't ever. You couldn't give me free seats to be up there. Like, those people were so high. Like, I remember telling Danny, like, look at that dude walking up the steps. It looks like he can just fall backwards. Like, that's how steep that
London
shit is.
Stadium's capacity is 66,000. Bro, that shit was pretty much fucking sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm being super generous, 60,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it was probably like 62, 63 maybe. Bro, that shit was super fucking dope to see that, to see that shit go down. That experience was something else. But the fact, like, there was a couple sitting to my right, and there was a girl, then a guy, and she was like, I just have to ask, like, how'd you get that off? And I'm like,
get what off?
Or like, how'd you make it here with your drinks? Pretty much, like, she didn't say get that off, obviously, but she's like, Nobody.
And you're still talking about the football game.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
And it was crazy because I legit stopped and asked security. Because for the first half, I just sat wherever. You know, I was late and shit. So I was trying to get to my actual seat because it was damn near sold out. So you got to be in your seat. Man, they ain't say nothing to me. I had a cup, I swear to God, this size of red wine. And then I had another cup this size. And it was like from here down of jacket.
That's about 24 ounces.
Bro, it was a quadruple red wine. I was feeling groovy. I left.
No, I remember talking to you.
Yeah, I left there. I went. I hopped on the tube.
The tube is the train. That's
tube.
another thing.
I hopped on the tube. Went down to the Formula One arcade. Man, I had me a ball. I had me a good time in London.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have a better experience in warmer weather.
Warmer weather.
I would be more willing to explore.
I would love for us to be more Center City too, because the O2 is really East London.
We were staying in the Intercontinental.
Beautiful hotel.
It is, but
it was just on one side. Yeah, it's like for my New Yorkers, it's like we was staying in like fucking Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
And that's what it looked like. Brooklyn, different parts of Brooklyn. Definitely you've seen parts of Flatbush. You've definitely seen some Queens in there. It's too small. It's not enough road. It's not enough road. But, yeah, I want to talk boxing. It's Danny that wants to talk the trip.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I wanted to talk about, you know, my experience in the arena.
Atmosphere was amazing.
The atmosphere.
But I posted a video of myself singing Sweet Caroline. That shit was dope, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Nah, they know how to party in the UK for a boxing match, and they know how to show some support without a doubt.
Yo, they had 2 boxing fights going on at the O2 at the same time.
Yes.
It's pretty much like MSG and a Hulu Theater in the sense of.
But the Hulu Theater was playing like a Barstools event, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like a white collar, as they call it out there, a white collar show, and unsanctioned. I called it pretty much border wars, if you ask me.
They got mad at you though, but yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, 2,000 tickets is 2,000 tickets, and for you to be able to sell 2,000 tickets, while an AJ fight is happening, so think about that. AJ brought 19,000 people out to that arena, and literally inside that arena there's a ballroom, and someone else somehow was able to sell 2,000 tickets. That shows you that the UK loves sport. And they got like 8 million in London. They're close to the New York numbers in terms of population. It just shows you that's a real market over there.
Yeah.
That is a real market over there because I mean, these dudes are bringing 20,000, 23,000 people just to the O2 between 2 boxing matches.
London has about 500,000 more people than
New York. Look at that. And then Danny went to a game with 60,000.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. The love of sport they got.
For the 2 worst teams in the
crazy.
Premier League, y'all. They was playing for last place.
In terms of the fight, I mean, I wanted more from AJ, like everybody. I don't think anybody is happy with this performance. I think AJ handled it perfectly. Like, he made it hard for you to criticize him because he's like, yo, if Tyson went 12 and he's a legend, he's a Hall of Famer, he definitely can't do no wrong in your eyes, you know what I'm saying? My man done did it all under the sun and still is adored. So he made the fair and sharp comparison. Like, yo, if Tyson could go 12, why the fuck can't I? But he's right. It just doesn't mean that people aren't going to have a different perception of him. People wanted him to be a killer. And that's really what I wanted to put, other than the words weekend recap on the thumbnail. Like, I felt like what should have been there was a throwback to Manny Pacquiao back in the day when, you know, that was moving around a lot. When Pacquiao was questioned that he was losing his killer instinct. And that's what I think is happening with AJ. He's lost that killer instinct. We expected Derrick James to instill that into him, put that back into him, help him with that somehow.
And, I mean, we saw Derrick in the corner trying. You know, he was asking for the shit.
I seen that as I interpret that as frustration because it's 12 rounds. It's 12 rounds. I see him from round 1 going, come on, yo. And obviously I can't hear. I'm in the arena with a whole bunch of cheering. But I can see Derek telling him, give me dig that left to the body. Then, 1-2, like mad different instructions. He wanted combinations. He wanted multiple punches. He didn't want jab, 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 jab. Answer a phone call, jab, 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 move, footwork, jab. I'm talking to him. Okay, mom, hang up, jab, jab, one right hand. Get the fuck out of here. At least when Vlad did that, he knocked you out. You know what I'm saying? Vlad did a jab 8 straight rounds. The 8th round, he'll turn it up. He taking his dudes out. Go look at his boxer. From 8 to 12, he taking you out. Mikey Garcia was the same way before he started wilding, moving up in weight. He boxed discipline. Jab, jab. 8 to 12, you out of there. Come on, bro. Like, and there's always going to be comparisons in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it like, oh, fanboy at him or that. Bro, Wilder came back and destroyed his tune-up. 1 round. He gave us what we wanted. Had Wilder went 12, we would have been questioning, is he done? He's coming off the back-to-back losses. He ain't got it no more. Oh, shit. Another dude stood up to the right hand. Is he losing his power? We would have asked all that. So these are fair questions. These are fair. The same way that I said, listen, don't call in here saying AJ's not a superstar. Wilder did 7,000 in his return off of 2 losses. AJ did 20,000 in his return off of 2 losses. So, I see people saying, yeah, AJ is done. Is he really? Because I could see him and Dillian White back at the O2, if not Wembley. I mean, 19 to 20,000 came out for Franklin, and my man they literally said his story. I didn't even know he had a full-time job. 9 months ago, he was in a warehouse working full-time until he got the call for Dillian. That's how shelved he was from Salida. So let's be real. If you could do 20, damn near 20 with Frank, what's his name? Jermaine Franklin?
Yeah, Jermaine Franklin.
Come on, you're gonna put it back in there with Dillian. Easy.
I do feel that he needs some I don't know, he needs something though, bro. Like that's 2 fights in a row post fight. He let his emotions
definitely
get the better of him.
Definitely, he's
once
mentally...
in defeat, okay, but even in victory, you know what I'm saying? You letting your emotions and like obviously something is there.
I just think AJ.
I want him to get that squared away.
I just think AJ might be grittier than we think, and the facade of this good boy persona that he's been having for all this time is starting to crumble, because you can't be a good boy when people throwing rocks at you. You feel me? The perception of him has changed so much that the comments, like, listen to all his shit. He's talking about, oh, I don't buy into the pressure no more. I used to. I don't buy into the pressure no more. I used to buy into the expectations of Yah and which I wanted me. Now I just fight for me. You're lying. Because as soon as the fight was over, you're talking about, yeah, I wanted the knockout. I know people wanted the knockout. I wanted the knockout. It's like, yo, he doesn't know what to say anymore because he's steady trying to cover up who he really is. And in the ring, it shows you who he is. He pretty gritty. I don't know, borderline cheater, what you want to call it, I don't know. I don't know what to interpret the actions every time the bell rings. Hold on, let me get this off, because that's some weird shit he doing. It's not professional. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something mental there. The bell rung, bruh. Stop punching on the man. Stop mushing the man. Stop trying to engage verbally with him. My man, you got all this energy after the fucking bell ring. And I ain't even talking to 12. Don't go that far. Every round he was doing something to Jermaine after the bell. The 12th was just a longer episode where he fucking put his head to head with Franklin on some Billy Goat shit. Like, my man is literally having a mental breakdown in front of us. Because it's like you said, in defeat, you break down and throw the belts out the ring. In a win, the fight over, you still trying to fight with your head. It's boxing. I mean, we do say use your head, but not that way. I don't even understand really what's going on. And all I can think of is, it's too much of a job to keep up this poster boy mentality. Floyd was who he was. And he said, fuck that. And fuck you if you ain't like it. and people paid to watch it. He's so, he always got an inspirational speech to tell you. He always talking something good.
I'm glad I let you get that off because you know what I'm saying. I think, and even you eventually did point that out. I feel like the gritty and where he from and what he really like and what he tries to portray is one thing, but the other shit, that's definitely some mental shit. You get what I'm saying? And I don't take that lightly, and I hope he get that squared away because it's like, yo, you in there taking punches. This heavyweight boxing, like,
He lost his killer instinct, brother. He lost, and I argued with a boxing trainer.
And that's in the ring. I'm talking about out the ring, cause that's the actions that I'm speaking on as far as the mental issues is concerned. Yeah, that's out the ring, but yeah, in the ring, I agree with you. I feel like he has lost his killer instinct.
And I think that the only way that can be fixed is by giving over total control to Derrick James. And based off my time here in Vegas, I would say he needs Vegas-type sparring. What do I mean by that? People that's coming in there trying to kill him. Why? Because he needs to get that killer instinct in the gym. In the gym, because what he's doing in the ring, he's doing it in the gym. They seeing that shit. You're not gonna be reluctant on the night of the fight if you letting your hands go in sparring and you getting off. You building confidence. So something is wrong there. I think, and it's got to be the sparring, bro. It's got to be.
Unless the only way you are not reluctant in sparring, and then you reluctant on the night of, the only way I can see that is if you say the lights got to him, the moment got to him. But it's like with AJ, that shit, so you can't even say that damn near, because it's like he been on that stage so many times. If anything, this was a smaller stage. He usually in the stadium, So
that's why I say it's the sparring. That's why I say, like, he can't get caught up in the lights when he been under them lights from the beginning, doing 60, 90, all these different type of numbers in terms of attendance. The lights ain't going to get to him. The pressure of not being able to get back to that level, I can see that getting to him. The expectations of his fans and his loved ones wanting him to be back on top, I can see that getting to him. But the reluctancy to let your hands go, that's because he ain't getting hit in spawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that shit makes sense. If somebody was trying to whoop your ass, you going to be trying to whoop their ass. Where he picking up this survival, AJ, I don't know. And the only, it ain't no killer coming at you. It ain't no killer coming at you, man. That's how I look at it. Because it don't make sense. Like, he hurt Franklin. He should have finished that job, and he didn't. He doesn't have that killer instinct. He don't want to jump on his opponents and get him out of there, man. And I don't know. People, I've been hearing all weekend, oh, it's the Vlad fight. Oh, that took something out of him. The Ruiz fight, that took something out of him. He ain't been the same since the Vlad fight. He ain't been the same since the Ruiz fight. Maybe all that is true, but I didn't see that in the Ruiz fight or the Vlad fight. I seen a dog. I seen a dude get up off the floor and knock a motherfucker out. And then in the Ruiz fight, I seen a dude get put down, put somebody down. A good fight. He got knocked out, or the ref waved it off. But it was a good fight, in my opinion. But I got Optimus Prime with a $20 super chat. TBV, we missed y'all, champ. We missed you for sure. I certainly did, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. I hated not being able to do no show. I was mad I can't even do my live, man.
Yeah,
I wanted to do that live.
That fucking power out there, man.
Bruh. I ain't even. It was a great trip. I ain't even getting into that. Squad! It was a great trip. Shout out to Optimus Prime. $20 fat one. We got Average Boxing Fan with a $2 super chat. He says, what the number buys, pay-per-view buys for David. I don't know. I did see one report of somebody. I got to double check it, but I seen something low. from someone, and I haven't seen any major
Yeah, I don't
outlets.
think I've seen any typical sources.
Yep. I mean, the only source that I'm talking about, it just clicked in my mind, is Bob Arum. Bob Arum is claiming that it did 100 or less in an interview that he did with someone. I watched the interview. Andre Ward's biggest fan, AJ's speeches are always awkward and bizarre. And that was I think 27 Sri Lankans. We got VA Money Group, but shout out to Andre Ward's biggest fan, keeping us international. VA Money Group, he says AJ lost his Dynabolo Connect.
Ain't that like a steroid?
Oh.
I think he's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that because, look, he's always been the way that he looks. Like, I don't see anything missing. Like,
this was his
like if you wanted
to
claim he was on something, then in the past he wouldn't have been gassing. So now if you're claiming he is on something now, so then now he shouldn't be gassing. But we seeing the same AJ. This is him. The only thing that's slightly changed, like I said, is I think he's losing his killer instinct.
Optimus Prime comes back, $10 super chat says, I think he's worried about gassing out before the 10th.
I mean, you see, that's the wrong mentality. In the heavyweight division, what they say, we ain't trying to do rounds. We ain't trying to go 12. I don't get paid to go 12. So stop worrying about making it the distance. Start focusing on getting this guy out of here before. Start focusing on not letting that motherfucker get to the 12. How about that? Then you ain't got to worry about stamina because you're taking him out. But we are going to open up the phone lines in just a bit. We do want to give you the information on the Gervonta Davis undercard as well. And feel free to talk about any other fights on this weekend's undercard that just passed with the AJ and Franklin. Not that I know anyone that was really there, but Juno.
Bro, why was one of my boys I was in the military with at the AJ fight?
It's crazy. Y'all ain't even connect.
Nah. Like, he saw my story after the fight. He was
back home. When he was back home?
Nah, well, yeah. He's stationed out there, but it was still like 2 hours away. So he took the train or whatever. And he was like, damn, that's crazy. I didn't know he was there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the official undercard for Danny, why am I thinking Danny? The official undercard for Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia has been announced, and it doesn't look like we were too off. They definitely switched up some of the live portion, right? We were told, obviously, Floyd Schofield, who still is on it, but he's not on the live pay-per-view portion. Who else? William Cepeda was supposed to be on, and Golden Boy.
Do we know if Showtime or who's gonna be showing his fight? Is it gonna be like the Zone? Is Showtime doing a prelim show for this one?
I'm sure.
If so, would it
wow,
be
you're
for
right.
him?
You're right.
You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
Where would those prelims air? Are they even gonna cater to the prelims since they're cross broadcasters?
And just to give an example, they could do something where it's, a Showtime. If they are doing a prelim, they could do 2 of their fighters. And then while a Golden Boy fighter is fighting, for example, they could be doing, a preview of, leading into the main card, recap of the All Access, shit like that, shit that we've seen.
Bro, so it looks like Ryan and Golden Boy only got one fighter on the card, or one fight. They were given one fight. And obviously PBC has 3. The main event is theirs because they control that on the A side. And then they got Elijah Garcia. He got a chance to come back. That is insane. That should show you young fighters that, you put a good performance, they're going to bring you right back. He is the guy that beat Amilcar Vidal, I think it was, that we bet, and he fucking beat the Samson fighter, the young kid, Elijah Garcia. He's only 19 years old. He's going to be coming back. He's taking on Kevin Salgado of Mexico in a 10-rounder. And the co-main is David Morrell. Exactly
Yes.
against who we thought. Senna at Becco. And
Tennessee resident these days.
and now Gabe Rosado, who was scheduled to fight at 175 versus Gilberto Zuldo Ramirez, he's now given the rematch to Beck Malakuliev. Beck the Monster.
Beck the Bully.
Yeah. Oh, Bully. Beck Tamir, something like that. But not a bad fight for Rosado. He's got to have the confidence. He's in shape.
It's a dangerous fight, though.
No, it is. But I think that every boxing fan should have realized Beck can't knock you out. He's not going to knock you out to the head. He's not going to knock you out to the head. He's not even going to throw punches to the head like that. Like, honestly, I hope it's Freddie, so he got to be able to notice that. Like, Beck don't throw upstairs, bro. It's downstairs, and then he might come up, but he don't never finish you up. He bodying dudes to the body. He getting stoppages to the body. And they want him to fight upstairs more because it's already telling. You know, I don't know if he could beat Gabe, but Gabe is old. Beck is active and young, and he does throw a lot, and he's heavy.
The first fight was entertaining, man. I vividly remember the fight. I remember where I was at, you know. Yeah, I see the comments. A lot of the people in the chat saying not the greatest undercard, you know.
But we're used to this, though, right?
We are, and it's just a cross promotion.
But not only that, how much worse is this than the Davis Garcia January 7th? People were all like, oh, Boots on there. Oh,
it was the names, though. It was the names.
But who were they fighting? Andre was fighting who? You understand? The only competitive fight was Villa Ellis. That on paper, that was the only competitive fight, and then it played out competitive, but Boots wasn't what we thought it was going to be, and nor was it competitive. It was a one-sided running around
and then
dude trying to play cat and mouse.
Who was it he fought from out there?
Who?
Boo Boo. Who did he fight? So he fought
Damon Nicholson.
Yeah, Damon. Yeah,
he fought
that's
Damon,
right.
bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, this ain't the best undercard. I mean, this ain't no undercard other than Floyd Mayweather and Canelo been rocking. I'm telling you, I can't remember a fire undercard since that. I really don't. Like, you know, everything else falls short to me. To me, it falls short.
Yeah, that was a great one.
They be falling short.
That was definitely a great one, but...
And that's my era.
Once we get these likes to 200, we'll start taking callers.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
425-569-5241. Press one time.
I guess we're going to tell them error day.
Discord, but yeah, get that shit up to 200. Y'all want to call in, voice your opinion. I know y'all missed us. We missed y'all too.
Word. So, once again, on the Davis Garcia undercard, you have WBA super middleweight regular champion David Morrell Jr. with PBC. He's going to take on the knockout artist Senna at Becco. Can we find out if there's any relation to Joseph at Becco? Or that's a very common name in Africa, though. Or excuse me, Ghana. Super middleweight sluggers Beck the Bully is back, getting his rematch over the man that knocked him out, the unexpected knockout. Gabriel Rosado right back. Remember, he's coming off of a good training camp with Gabe getting ready for Ramirez, which never happened, a fight at 175. So now he's only got to come down a couple of pounds to 68 to fight Malakuliev. And more people preferred him at 68 versus at 75. They thought at 75 he was cashing out. Then you got the undefeated 19-year-old, they're calling him a sensation now, Elijah Garcia. They see a lot in him. I don't know. I don't even know who this kid is. I'm going to be real. Like, the first fight I watched was the Vidal fight. I think I watched one other one on PBC that he might have done, but I don't know who he is. Shout out to him getting put on so young. It reminds me of the Erickson Lubin days, but obviously Lubin had more hype because he was with Mike Tyson and stuff. But, Yeah, man, he's putting on. He's giving a fan-friendly fight for sure. There was blood. There was power shots.
Yeah, I think
and he's back.
The Vidal fight was the first time I saw him. Doesn't seem to be any relation between Senna and Joseph Rebecca.
So Elijah will be facing the rugged Kevin Salgado of Mexico. And obviously, if you guys are still looking for tickets, they have them at AXS.com. Is the official provider, Danny?
Yes.
Wow, and they don't even have like a big poster. You click the link that they provide for you, and it doesn't even come up. That's sad. Super sad. Like, look, they sent the link. Look, available through, and you click it. It's not even a hyperlink. It takes you to the actual link of the tickets.
Yeah, you still got to type it in and shit. Type it in.
They dropping the ball, man. They dropping the ball. That is sad. Nothing.
Type in Davis Garcia.
Nothing. Not even with the boy's first name. I thought he was a star. I bet you put Anthony and it come up. So you said Davis?
Yeah, it's always by last name.
You want verses? There it goes.
Usually.
Let's see what we got on terms of tickets. I'm going to go ahead and screen share this so we can see what's left. Because yesterday I forgot who I was talking. Oh, I got pulled over by TSA yesterday on the way back to Vegas. This something happens regularly. And the dude happened to be a boxing fan, so obviously he seen my case for my equipment, and he's like, oh, you a boxer? And I'm like, no, I got, podcast or whatever, and we talk. And he's like, bro, I was trying to go to the Davis Garcia, but it's like $800 for nosebleeds.
Yeah, if you didn't get it when tickets dropped, then, yeah, resale, because everybody doing,
Yo, look, they got 15. I'm screen sharing. Am I screen sharing? Fucking hell. I'm not.
Probably not.
Good. But here goes the screen share. Now, bro, look at that. $1,500 for the third bowl, or whatever the fuck that is. Look at it. That's crazy. This what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you guys when you hear me crying about these dudes needing to be in stadiums. This is what I'm telling Danny is unfair. Look. The top row's $1,000, man. How the fuck I'm supposed to go to that? That's not fair, man. Look at that.
That's resale, though. That's resale.
Bro, but that's the point. They know it's going to get bought out.
Yeah, no.
They know it's going to get bought out. Like, they not letting us go. It's not fair, bro. We built this fight up. Look at this. The cheapest is $729 is the cheapest I've seen.
Let me see something.
I don't even know. Because shouldn't it be telling me how many available? Or are they all available? What the fuck? Look, it don't say nothing available when I scroll. That's expensive, brother.
Yeah, but if you look even at what is available, it's all resale, and it's like, if you look at it, you probably get like
11,000.
10 to 20 tickets a section.
Floor A is 12,000. Lord have mercy. Okay, you got $2,500 floor seats. It almost sounds cheap because I've been hearing 5,000 for so long. That almost sounds cheap. Not to me. To the person in the right tax bracket, though, I can see them springing 2,500. Not me. Not for this fight. Not for this fight. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fighting for nothing but name value. No, sir. And there's no guarantee the next one. I mean, honestly, I'm rooting for Ryan because I feel like he will fight Devin or Shakur faster. I feel like Tank, after this, I don't know what Tank is capable of. Like, I don't know what that contract will be for Devin. I don't know what that contract will be for Shakur Stevenson. I don't even know what that contract looked like for Frank Martin at this point because Frank and Ryan are the same except for the social media following. So it's like, you know what I mean? What are you going to charge Frank to fight you?
Nah, the amateur background as well.
Ain't Frank got an extensive background too? Not 225, but I thought he had like 130.
I don't know that he has that. Yeah, I mean, he remember he got into the sport late. He already like damn near 30.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's 28.
Yeah, damn near 30.
24 months ain't shit to you, huh?
But then,
Nah, I'm
round up,
fucking with you.
yeah.
I'm fucking with you. You right, I'm wrong.
I'm 26. That's damn near 30.
Definitely 28 is damn near 30. Nah, 26, you still like on the halfway point. You just tipped the scale over. You know what I'm saying?
but I'm past the 0.5, so now.
You definitely rounding up.
Yeah.
You got in school, you taught to round up.
Yeah, round up, yeah.
We got S. Moro with a $2 super chat that says, Haney, Loma card, better and cheaper. Did they announce an undercard?
I don't know that they announced the pay-per-view card.
So you just a Haney fan, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know they did announce some of the fights, but
oh
I
yeah,
don't
didn't
know.
they announce the co-main? Yeah, Murataya Nakatilia.
That's the co-main?
I mean, oh no, Valdez Navarrete. I mean Valdez
Blue Nose. Let me check.
Yeah. Yeah, Valdez and Blue Nose. That's supposed to be the undercard. But let me see, did we get to them thumbs up? Man, we only had 212. Y'all playing games, man.
But I said 200 to open the lineup.
We got Ed Gardo. What up, Ed Gardo? He got a $5 super chat. He says, where y'all buying the pay-per-view? Showtime or DAZN? Thank you, Ed. You gave us more time to spare while you guys get them damn thumbs up so we could get some callers in here. The number to call, 1425-569-5241. It's above our head. It's on the screen. Dial it anytime you want to talk. We also have Discord working. I see you, Kingborn. I see you, Vega. But did you hit the thumbs up? You know, ain't nobody exempt. What about you, Ari? Did you hit the thumbs up? Mad Benton, Kansas. I see y'all with your hands up. Did you hit the thumbs up? That's what I want to know. That being said, I'm buying it on DAZN. So far, I'm still at the old grandfathered price. We obviously showed you that my renewal doesn't happen till when? Sometime in the end of the year.
Yeah,
so
I
right
think
now, I'm
December.
still locked in with DAZN. So it's going to cost me $60 to get it on DAZN. For the UK, you motherfuckers get it for free on DAZN. That's some bullshit. It's part of their subscription. Like, the UK got it made. Pay-per-view prices is like $29.
What you do on the night of, use a VPN.
$35 American, maybe?
Use a VPN.
Why?
Show that you in the UK, and then just log into your account.
Yeah, I mean, I need something. I'm going to tell you that. Because this game getting crazy. I mean, our 12 o'clock show going to be lit because it looks like Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford is done. So this does look like what if you go back to our earlier shows this year, we were saying that this looks like it's going to be a year very comparable to like 2013, 2012, whatever year Mayweather Canelo fought. Because you had Mayweather Canelo, you had Danny and Lucas, you had everybody fighting that year. This gonna be one of those years.
I like how you listed like one day of that year.
I know, but go back to that year. Remember, that's when PBC was popping off. That's when they was taking everybody. Like, that year was crazy. You the almanac. Just do a little bit of almanacking.
Almanacking.
Yeah, baby. A little bit of almanacking there, and we'll get this shit right because, look, we getting all the fights. We got David Plant. Yeah, that's two different people.
Yeah,
we got David Plant.
David
we got Ryan and
Benavidez
Tank.
and
Now
Caleb Plant.
we getting Earl and Crawford. The last cherry on top, bing, will be bringing it right back to this show. Wilder AJ, not Fury AJ. I don't care about that fight. Domestically, yeah, it's gonna do numbers. I can see why y'all want it. We just went to the O2. I get it. Wembley will be packed to the rafters. I get it. But no one will care. No one will care. Like, maybe Fury is going to entice a couple of us Americans. I am included in that. Obviously, I'm a hardcore. But is the average boxing fan going to give a fuck about Fury and AJ the way that we would about Wilder and AJ? And then AJ Wilder makes more sense. It's two losers, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Fury giving a shot to AJ just cause it's money. We know you gonna beat him. Go through Wilder. Let Wilder go through him. Then y'all got a shot. then we might believe it. But like, you just lost to Usyk, and I gotta, Coach Mitty, he was a fighter. He fought. I'm not on his level. Now he's a professional trainer. He's training people on the pro level. I know I'm not on his level, but listen, I don't agree that AJ Fury should be the next fight. I don't agree that Styles, like that the Usyk is just, like you said, that he just got his number. Nah, man. If you treat Usyk like what he is, like what Fury's gonna do, like what Wilder would do, he gonna be reduced to nothing. You gotta be a big man. You can't be as big as that. Dude, we compare you to Adonis. Like they literally, oh, he looks like Adonis. He's the body of a Greek god. He's punching power. You got all this, but you don't use it. You sitting there throwing jabs. Nah, man, not even Vlad. Not even Vlad. Vlad had that right hand. What the fuck his name was? Dr. Steel Hammer. You understand? What's AJ's name? AJ? Yeah. He need a name. He got his AJ.
AJ,
Yeah, he need a name. He got to find something in him. Like, my man need to go to the Shaolin Temple or some shit. Go sit with the monks and, I don't know, follow the yellow brick road, get that heart right. Something is up. I'm telling you, something is up. He got to want to, it's easy for us on the outside to criticize, but, like, it just looks like he's too rich. When you got so much money, you just don't care no more.
Too comfortable.
Yeah, you just don't care no more. The silk sheet shit that Joe Louis or Sugar Ray or whoever the fuck, I'm not a history buff, but it gotta be that. It's like, I'm rich. It don't matter. I could sell even if I lose, because. And again, it's unfair for me to say that because he's obviously a competitor. Like, again, with all his money, he don't even got to do that. He don't even got to put himself through a training camp, through the sparring, through the running. So he definitely wants this, but somebody got to tap into him. It's so sad that I got to say this because I used to say this like as a tease, but now I truly believe it. He might need a sports psychologist. It's something, and I went through it. I was about to fight this dude 13, 17 years younger. Danny know it, man. I was a fucking head case every day, training ridiculously, thinking so much, overthinking, criticizing myself, bigging up the next man, like thinking I was building that dude up like he was Mike Tyson in my head. And I was fucking up my own head, and I'm nobody. Imagine that dude making fucking 30, 40, 60 million a fight, 20,000, 60, 90 people, 1,000 coming out to his fight. He got the pressure of the world on his shoulders. It's different for him, man. I think he needs to talk, man. I swear, I think he needs, like, to get that shit off his chest. Maybe take a break, too. He's still young. Maybe, like, a year-long vacation where you don't balloon. You just go have fun. You be with your boys. You be with your wife, your girls, your kids. Chill for a year. Some of our fighters do that without even trying to do that. Let's be real. Keith been in Nepal. He got married, had 2 kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
he legit cut his hair and regrew it, bro.
Like Joshua might. Yes, gunshot. Gunshot because he's expecting a counter. He knows now what can happen with a counter shot. And he don't want that shit to happen. And I get it, but you got to do better in this sport. Like,
hey, yo, you got a Jared Anderson interview coming your way, champ.
Shout out. I got a $5 super chat from Marcus Williams that says, are y'all still planning on having a TBV fight party for the Tank fight? And if so, when will y'all plan on selling tickets? Well, that is like
something we'll get figured out
today. We got to get it figured out today. We were supposed to been done a sit down, which I had and got the okay for the venue and all that, but we got to figure out a little more of the logistics. Andre Ward's biggest fan, he says $65. I don't know, is this Sri Lankan? Where is this from? No, I think it's Sweden. He was from Sweden. And he said the UK pay-per-view prices are lower because the salaries are much lower in the UK and in Europe compared to the US. The taxes are also higher. I don't know, bro. I see nothing but expensive cars out there. Like, in America, we got our very affordable Hondas, Toyotas, and some of these American cars are seriously, affordable. They have, your what is it, Chevy Colberts and Cobalt, whatever. I don't know. Y'all know them little fucking Fords and Chevys that cost nothing. Over there, all I seen was Range Rovers, Lamborghinis, Mercedes, BMWs. And I get it. It's a European country, so that's their cars. It might be easier. I don't know, but those shit's expensive over here.
It was this one car with a logo like this.
Of Vans?
Nah, it was like a gray little thing, a little diamond almost. And I'm like, oh, that must be like they Toyotas or some shit, because it seemed like they was like more simple, basic cars. Nah, it's expensive out there. I mean, even from the house prices, you saw it was New York City, bro. It was legit New York City.
Legit New York, bro. But I think even in New York, you don't see that many. Like, you gonna see in New York. Obviously, I live very close to New York. I chilled. I had my time where I was uptown and downtown, even in the Lower East Side. I've been all over New York.
Oh, shit.
But I think that there is an insane amount of beautiful cars in
So that's
London.
Renault. They used to be in Formula One.
Okay.
And Big Nick said that they're cheap.
Big Nick, what up? Big Nick is big, bro. CYP and Big Nick are like brothers from another mother. Both them dudes big as fuck in terms of muscles. But yeah, man, let me see where we at with these thumbs up. Okay, we about 4 away.
Yeah, get to 300.
We about 4 away. We about 4 away from 300. We gonna open it up. I see casual boxing fan.
Ness,
you there
overrode me
with your Ghanaian flag. So shout out. You might be calling in to talk about Senna at Becco and picking them for the upset. I don't know.
VA Money Group $2 super chat says BMWs are cheap over there because of specs.
But what does that even mean? What specs? Because for us, specs is like 0 to 60, how fast it can stop, how many liters the engine is, how many pistons the engine has. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the specs. What the fuck is he talking? What is it? What are they, 3-cylinder BMWs? Because they not. They got numbers on the back, and if it say a 450, it's a fucking 450. If it say a 7, it's a 740 or 750. Like, I don't get it. What specs is he talking about?
Nah, it is cheaper out there though.
Why?
Because they're not imported, brother.
I mean, can't be that. It can't be that much.
No. Like, I legit have. My mother has a first cousin that lives in Germany. Her kids are out there, bro. They all drive Mercedes, but to them it's a lot more affordable because that's a local car. That is a, made in the USA type of car for them because it's local, so it's not imported.
But bruh, think about what you're saying. Is a SRT8 affordable to you because you're local and it's a made in America car? The good old American way.
It's gonna be more affordable to me than it is to somebody in Europe that has to import it.
Paying the import fees, we're gonna have to Google that right now. There's no way. Google how much would it cost to import a car from America to the UK? Because Dominicans do it all the time.
Hold on, yeah, but y'all do.
We send cars all the time to our country.
It'd be more like illegal shit, but
what? You sound crazy.
I thought you said that people be smuggling their cars and motorcycles in and shit.
Some people do those types of things, but you
no,
can't.
Look,
you know what I mean?
I'm put it to you like this: Why is it that when we came back, did you guys buy any leather goods, high price items, and you got the import tax and shit like that, bro? Even with your like, for example, designer bags in Europe and shit, a lot cheaper than it is in America.
I hear you, bro, but look, I used to be in the racing scene when I was young. Dudes had J-Spec, which my man, again, I don't know what he talking about, but J-Spec meant right-hand side of the road, steering wheel, Honda, and Honda parts. You understand? And Yeah, people like one of my boys had a what we have now. Amir Khan has one. Is a Nissan GSXR, some shit like that. But back then, you could only get them right hand side. It was from Japan. So people in Cali had them because you could get them imported over here, and it was you could drive it here. Then eventually we started getting them in Jersey and in New York, imported though. So people import my engine. My first race car
23 said,
was
bruh,
a Japanese J-Spec Type R engine.
Bro,
legit from Japan, crated, shipped over. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. You could pay for anything. Is it going to be out the wazoo? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't see it as excessive because Dominicans are immigrants that are minorities in the States, and we fucking send cars. All day. All day. My dad is legit trying to send a fucking car right now.
Cool. So let me just ask you,
Mm-hmm.
who's paying less, the European for the European car or the American for the European car?
You ain't answer my question. He think he gonna
What
win.
question?
Why isn't the SRT8 cheap for you? And I ain't even gonna put you in that box. Why isn't the Charger in general cheap? You understand? Like,
I mean,
as an American,
bro, if you go to the most basic models, probably under 20.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. You ain't seeing a basic model BMW or Mercedes out there. What are you talking about? Like, either you don't know about cars.
Bro, I'm saying, though, we were in London, just like being in Manhattan. But, yo, just like I'm sure if you go to Jersey City, you going to see some C-Class Mercedes.
But that's what I'm saying. Even comparing it to New York, like I already did earlier in this conversation, I literally said, even in New York, you don't see this many dope cars. New York is full of immigrants, bruh. Think about all the fucking skyscrapers. You know how many hoopties you see in New York? How many average cars? Like, again, in our time in London, even while you was on the bus, because you went out more than me, think about the brand of car you seen on the road. Even they cabs. Compare they cabs to New York City cabs. Them shits was brand new, futuristic, a throwback to their older cabs, but they were brand new, fiberglass bodies, LED lights. Like, again, maybe Danny doesn't know about cars. He's younger than me, and this was one of my early passions, so I can notice the differences. It wasn't like they was driving a cheap version of a BMW, because, again, think about it, ladies and gentlemen, that don't exist. Your cheap version is the 100 series. They just made that. Back in the day, your cheapest version was a 3 Series, and your top-of-the-line 3 Series was the M3. And then it went to 5 Series, your 500s. M5 was your top of the line. Then the 7s. Back in the day, you had the 850. Like, what is we talking about? Same thing with Mercedes. You know, you got your C-Class, your E-Class. You got the C63. You understand? Like,
yeah,
it's huge.
I mean,
that car game is different.
I don't know. Like, we saw, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. There was only, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 cars that, like, really blew. Like, I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. Like, that McLaren at the hotel. But I'm thinking of the time I've gone to New York for a fight at the Garden and stayed at the Renaissance in, right there in Midtown. On 34th, I believe that is, or 33rd right there. Bro, they only allowing like 6, 7 cars right there. You had maybe 3 black trucks, 2 roses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have some of the same shit. It's just
how many G5s you seen this weekend?
G-Wagons?
Yeah. That shit was, yo, in DR we say daban asco. Daban asco. It was so many of them shits, it was disgusting. Everybody had a fucking G-Wagon. He don't know what he talking about, and it's okay. We don't got to get all, it don't matter. This shit ain't a car show. It's a boxing show. It is what it is. They balling out there. Believe that shit. They balling. Casual boxing fan, what up?
Yo, good morning.
What up?
Well, first I want to talk about the AJ fight. Did y'all see the Jahai Tucker versus Wi-Fi last name?
Highlights only.
Brother, that fight, and I try to bring it up with AJ. If you go back and watch AJ's previous fights, he was knocking dudes out. But when you compare a dog-like mentality like Crawford, or when Crawford got dropped by Cat Velasquez, what did he do right after? He turned it up on him. When Jahai got rocked by that dude, Nasty, he turned it up on him for 7 straight rounds. AJ used to get wobbled a lot, and he would knock dudes out, but he didn't really have that dog mentality like you see in either of those. So whenever he first got rocked and he actually got stopped, I can't imagine what that did to his mental. It probably fucked him up real bad. And then to go out and have this shit happen, then this time you don't even get dropped. You just get demolished twice. You know, that after that first interview in the ring after he lost to Usyk that second time should have let y'all know that motherfucker's mind is fucked up right now. You know, I think he needs to stay away from the ring. But other than that,
stay away.
He need to stay away from the ring for a while. I mean, clearly, if he lost back to back that badly, I mean, look, he threw the dude's belts out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying even after seeing him come back and win, I know one decision you feel like he needs to stay away from the gym, stay away from boxing.
For sure, look, it was a good fight in terms of winning a fight. He did what he needed to do, but he didn't do what he should have done, which is knock his ass out. And it's not like he couldn't knock his ass out; he just didn't want to. You can see that his mind was mentally. He was just sitting there twitching, fainting, twitching, jab, twitching. But he wasn't doing what he should have done.
Yo, can I tell you something that happened at the fight? It happened.
What's up?
It happened twice because you know Ness and I was there. Bro, Ness had to tap me like, "Yo, wake up."
Bro, legit, he fell asleep.
Bro.
And I didn't wake him up like to wake him up like, yo, you missing the fight. It's more like, you know, your mouth be open.
Yeah.
You don't want people to see you looking crazy.
Yeah,
so it's like, yo, you dozed off. But he dozed off twice during the fight. People not gonna believe it. They gonna think we making it up.
Big Nick was there.
No.
Jimmy. Yeah, my man's Jimmy. Tripping. Yeah, my man's Jimmy was there. Yo, yeah, that was you know.
I mean, look, like I said, he did what he needed to do, but not what he should have done, and that's just how I feel on it. But that's my call. Thank you.
Appreciate you. We going out to the next caller. Remember, if you want to keep these phone lines moving, we need to definitely see those thumbs up moving. That's how we're going to do it. You know, as those thumbs up move, we continue to let more callers on. What is up? Let's see. We're going to go all around here. We're going to go to Discord. King Born, what up?
You hear me, right?
I hear you, right?
We hear you.
Hey, yo, TBV Universe, man. Live chat. Let's go. Fuck all that. I got a lot of points right now. Number one, goddamn AJ. Listen, man. He got the body of a Benz, but got the engine of a Yugo. Fuck out of here, man. Hey, yo, Ness. He's here. Your man is here. Open the door. Oh, shit. It's presto changeo time. Switch him up, fix him up. 4 fights. Here we go. At 140. Let's get Sabril Matias versus Regis, right? At 160. Let's get Janny back versus Big Charlo, right? And let's stay at AJ, right? Because AJ's fool. He's a goddamn plate. And I'm telling y'all right now, AJ would lose. I want AJ versus Frank Sanchez, and I want AJ versus Big Baby Miller. Yes, when he was on juice, he threw 100 punches. He ain't on juice, he throwing 70 punches, right? And yo, that goddamn Tank and Ryan shit is a sham. Yes, I'm a Tank-a maniac. Fuck you mean the face of boxing. Nobody got no belts. Let's keep it real. No belts, no nothing. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody in the live chat, tell me what y'all think about that fight. For my switch him up, fix him up. The magician presto changeo here. Sabril Matias versus Regis. AJ versus Big Baby Miller. Frank Sanchez versus Joe Joyce. You heard? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Hickory dickory dock. Get off Al Heyman cop. Bullshit ass undercard. What y'all think, y'all? Peace.
I hear you, man. I ain't that excited with the undercard myself. Good call. I got Bougie from Broward, $5 super chat says, Dan, y'all skipped my member chat, huh? Let me see. Right here, 8 months a member on the champ level. So let me just remind everybody so y'all know. They put the super chats on the page, but the member chat is only on the actual live chat.
So you gotta be watching the live chat when that shit pop up.
So
you can't pull it up on the
I have to
page.
pull it up like you pull it up, mute it, and find it. So if you can remind somebody on the team that you got one, that's best because it doesn't pop up as a super chat. There's no list to find them. I can't even go back and tell you all the member chats. I think every member gets 1 or 2 free member chats per month.
Yeah, I think it's one a month.
But Bougie's been a member now for 8 months on that champ level. Shout out to Bougie. Yeah, where's my little... The champ is here. He says, welcome back, champs, but y'all enjoyed that AJ fight, and you see anything different with DJ in his corner, and is he honestly ready for an A-level fight? Wilder, Fury, even Jared Anderson. Well, I don't know that. I mean, based off what we seen yesterday, yeah, I think Anderson would give him problems maybe. I'm not 100% certain because Anderson hasn't gotten to that level, but based off what we've seen from Anderson, I feel like we've seen more power and aggression from him than we've ever seen from Franklin. And they even have a common opponent. I think they both fought Jerry Forrest, maybe. But, no, I ain't seen nothing different under Derek. No. I mean, Derek says, yeah, they stuck to the game plan, but they told us the game plan was to get this guy out of here, and everybody thought he was going to get them out of there. Franklin got a moral victory with going 12. So, yeah, I think he needs more fights. The problem is he's making it clear in his post-fight that if Fury is there, he's taking it. He keeps telling you, ideally it would be good to have 2-3 more fights, but you can't turn down opportunities. He said when opportunities come, you got to jump on them. So that sounds to me like, yo, if you're going to offer me the Fury fight, I'm going to take it. And we'll go from there. We got Tevis Smith, $10 super chat. Shout out to Tevis. He says, just think how good AJ could be if he had Wilder's mentality. That's for sure. We all see that Wilder is a dog. To get back in there with Fury and do that shit after that second fight, you a dog. And then that third fight, the way that shit played out.
That was something.
That was a dog fight. Wilder, and then to come back. Because we thought he was done. And a lot of people would have been done after them dog fights like that. That was a dog fight. 3 of them shits. So a lot of people would have just said, fuck it, I'm done, I'm rich. Word. I made allegedly $25 million for Brazil, and then it was up from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he was on a different tax bracket once the DAZN started wanting him for that deal that he turned down. So it's like he got mad money. He ain't got to do this shit. Same thing with AJ, and they coming back, though. They coming back, and that's the only issue with AJ. It's like, look, you coming back. Wilder coming back. But Wilder showing us he made adjustments, and he still got the power. I get you. Wilder's trash. I hear y'all. Tell AJ to fucking fight him then. We've been wanting that fight for how long? You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time.
Yeah, I would say at least 7 years.
No, I hear you, George. I'm not with the whole calling Fury a cheat, calling Usyk a cheater, the best cheater going to win. None of that. We ain't talking about none of that. You guys can question his mentality the same way we question AJ's mentality. But what we don't question is his willingness to fight and kill you. And that's all we care about. As boxing fans, is kill or be killed. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not in the heavyweight division. Like, yeah, you Chocolatito and them dudes, yeah, go ahead. Throw 1,000 punches and win the fight in exciting fashion. But that's the point. AJ fight wasn't exciting. He wasn't doing anything exciting. He was just jabbing, jab, jab. A little bit more jab.
Jab.
Word. But it looks like we got somebody here in Vegas. Let me see who's this.
In Vegas, who we got?
Word. If you're watching this on YouTube,
The
don't forget to hit that
702.
thumbs up. Hitting the thumbs up will help with the visibility of the show.
Mac and cheese, is that true?
I think it quite possibly may be, but
and cheese.
I want to check my
Noah
list.
G. Dallas, $5 super chat says both Golden Boy and PBC failed with the undercard. This was the time to put a great undercard because so
world
many
is gonna
new
watch.
eyes would be tuned into this fight. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Word.
It's just understanding, you know.
Because of the money.
Because of the money.
But that's why they needed to make it happen, just like Richard Schaefer did for Garcia and Matisse.
Yo, you got
somebody
the Big Nick
needed
super
that.
chat?
No.
Okay, Big Nick, 10 pounder says, shout out Ness and Danny. It was good to finally meet you guys. That hotel looked lit. If AJ fights in the summer, you guys have to come back. Now you see that the UK sports mad.
I don't, like I told Danny, look, we already talked about what it's going to take, but it's going to take a lot for me to go back. It's definitely going to have to be in the warm weather. It doesn't have to be summer, but it cannot be 50 and under, ever. It can't be a high or a lower of 50. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing it. And a few other things that need to be to my liking. I can't be over there wasting time. That shit was a waste. A little bit. It's good to get the experience. It's good to network. You feel me? It was a great experience, but it could have been better. Like anything. But this is a brand new caller in Vegas. What's up, my friend? Who is this?
What up, man? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Hey, what up, man? It's Jaime.
Jaime.
Oh, what up, champ?
Hey,
what up?
up?
What up, bro?
Yo, you been calling me Jaime? Yo, what up, man? You been calling me Jaime since 2011, dog. I've been listening since 2011 when I got here in Vegas. But anyway, just want to say what's up, man. Call in for the first time. I ran into Danny before y'all left out to England.
Yeah, I was telling us.
Yeah,
I ran into you at Macy's.
Dog. Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, who the fuck is this walking down on me, bro? Motherfuckers like nut size and shit.
I could tell that I caught you off guard, dog. My bad.
Nah. You good, bro. I honestly forgot I had the TBV hat on. You get what I'm saying? I forgot I had the hat on. So when I seen you walking down on me, I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? So then I start reaching to the waistband, and then he like, yo, it's Jaime from the show. And I'm like, yo, what up, champ? What up?
Danny crazy.
I got you, man. I didn't even honestly see the hat, dog. I just recognized you.
Oh, that's dope.
I just recognized you, so I just wanted to say what up. But I could tell I rolled up on you. You were kind of caught off guard. So anyway, I just wanted to call in, man. Say first time, just say what up to everybody, man. Say what up, J Mag, JT, CYP, King Born, Supermax, all the old, all the old school, all the old heads, and keep it up, guys, man. Show's been great lately, man. I wanted to call in for the Tank Ryan when it all got announced, but I got a lot to say about that. But I'll call in again later, and just keep it up, guys, man. I've been really enjoying the shows. Bringing in everybody, bringing in Coach Malachi, Coach Malachi, fucking D-Style, all the other content creators, man. So appreciate it, guys. Keep it up, and first time calling in, and be looking to call in more. And it's good to hear, Ness, about the Tank Ryan possible fight party. Me and a few of my boys will be interested to be there for that.
Yeah,
when that goes
we
down.
definitely gonna get that took care of here in the next few days. It was already in motion before we took off to London. But Jaime, appreciate you calling in, bro. Definitely keep calling back. First time caller, long time listener. So many of those. I can't tell you how many. Yeah, man, been listening in. Never called in though, but You know, so shout out, champ.
Yeah, I appreciate the first time callers for sure. Jaime, man, thanks for calling in, champ.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'm here in Vegas, man. I'll hit y'all up, and maybe we'll try and get up
For
some time for a
sure.
fight or something.
For sure, bro. Let's
All
link
right, guys,
anytime.
man. All right, keep it up, guys. Y'all fucking killing it.
All right,
Appreciate you.
All right, dog. Bye.
All right, champ. And to everybody else, keep smashing that like button. Yo, man, what's wrong with Macy's, brother? No, I actually didn't buy nothing from Macy's. I went to the mall. I purchased some pestos, you know, before the UK trip, and I was leaving out of Macy's because, you know, that's the way I was leaving out. Ran into my boy. But ain't nothing wrong with Macy's at all. I do shop Fashion Nova. I am a proud Fashion Nova shopper. Hopefully, I can soon call myself a proud Fashion Nova ambassador.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
That would
man,
be dope.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little Fashion Nova, a little Macy's.
Word.
Macy's be having that shit, especially out here.
I mean, Macy's has a bunch of different designers.
Yeah.
They've always been.
Hell yeah.
But I got Ronnie in Phoenix. What up?
Good morning, man. Good to hear you guys back on air.
What up, Ronnie?
How'd you guys Hey, man, I know you guys say you didn't get a chance to check it out yet, but man, I've been commenting about that High Tucker, man. The boy's a dog.
I watched it. I watched some of the highlights, man. I watched some of the highlights. I got to go back and watch it. It wasn't that I didn't want to or that I didn't try. It's the UK's fault again. They don't let you watch your ESPN if you're in the UK.
Yeah, and it was crazy because, like, for me, I was trying to watch, like, even my Formula One shit. I got Formula One TV. I couldn't watch it out there. And then out there, they show it on Sky Sports. And there's this beautiful Formula One Sky Sports reporter. And I was looking forward to catching her this weekend. Fucking hotel ain't even have Sky Sports. They was rocking with BT.
They had Sky News.
Sky News, but they had like a bunch of BT channels.
Yeah, they had 2 BT channels that I noticed. But go ahead, Ronnie. My bad. Go ahead and set this brother.
Nah, you guys good, man. Don't bother watching the Milton fight. That should have put you to sleep. Kind of like you guys talking about with the AJ. I mean, I didn't get to watch the AJ fights. I can't even talk shit. I'm being
Jeremiah Milton fight was that whack?
That shit was garbage, bro. I was like, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. If I never see that dude fight again, bro, I won't miss no sleep. You know what I'm saying? But,
What? So you saying it was worse than the AJ fight?
He said he watched the AJ.
Fight.
Oh wow, shit.
Yeah, I'm just clowning. But I'm telling you, you guys go back and watch it, bro. It was I'm sure someone else comment or call in here right now. If they ain't from his hometown, they ain't gonna call in and say anything good about it. I can guarantee you that. It was a whack. They had a bad refereeing. It was just a bad fight overall in general. They were talking about disqualifying the dude because he was coming in with his head. The Brazilian dude. He came up from cruiserweight. His last 2 or 3 fights were at cruiserweight. He came up and he clowned him afterwards. He goes, "I'm a cruiserweight. You couldn't get me out of there."
Damn.
And
he was telling Jeremiah
that
that?
was the fight. Yeah, he came up to walk up to him and said, "I'm a cruiserweight. Like you couldn't keep me. I'm a cruiserweight, man. You couldn't do nothing with me. This ain't even my real weight."
Yo, they said Milton had me about to walk out my own damn house. You can't walk out of the fight. You gonna leave your own house?
Yo, they said
That's
Milton.
crazy.
Somebody said he should never fight on ESPN. Wow.
Oh my God, I've never heard these type of comments. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it to see what he was doing that's turning people off.
Nah, Steve, I think her name is Naomi.
That was the problem.
You said what, Ryan?
He didn't do nothing. That was the problem, bro. He didn't do nothing. He didn't try. Lackluster performance. That's just something you don't want to see on TV. That'll turn boxing, a casual way right there. But the rest of the fights were good, man. Jahai Tucker, Joet Gonzalez versus the Mexican cat, man. That was a good fight. I know you're not that. I know you don't like that rock and sock'em shit, but them dudes just went to war, man. They just stood in the phone booth and just went to war.
What was their names?
Having a little bit more boxing. Joet Gonzalez.
Oh, you said Joet versus who?
I don't remember the Mexican cat's name right now. Shit.
No worries.
Nah, we'll pull it up. Don't worry. We'll go check it out.
Yeah, and then The main event was good too, man. I think Dog Bay. I think I had a little closer, but yeah, I mean, it was the decision was the right way. Good fight though, man. Hey, that's my call. You guys, thank you guys for getting back on air, man. We missed you guys, man.
Nah, appreciate it, man. Definitely missed y'all too. You know, it was a learning experience, bro. You know, we realized, like, legit, we ever go out there to do a show, we have to pretty much buy all the British, like the cable to convert everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, we probably gonna have to buy like bro, like a British outlet.
Two multi-outlets.
You know what I'm saying? Like
2 British to U.S. multi-outlets.
Right.
I don't know that exists. I got to check. You know, hopefully it does so it can make life easier. But you would figure the O2 and all those smart people in London and the fact that AJ is a global superstar would have, you know, maybe had them consider having some sort of current that outside of UK residents can use, you know.
You know, but the thing is, that's just the American mindset too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're used to being catered to. You know what I'm saying? If you go, when we travel, you know what I'm saying, they always make sure to have signs in English for the Americans and things like that. We don't really do that.
Not bad.
No, you good. Used to it at this point. Andre Ward, yo, bro, you need to change your name. That's like very weird. I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
why I just say Andre
Ward's biggest fan. Yeah,
because only his biggest fan would do that
Who
shit.
did you guys meet in England?
Bellew, a day. We got to meet a day.
Yeah, that was dope.
That
We
you
had
know,
a few cool
obviously Akin
conversations.
Barat
Was out there. Yeah.
Man, I gotta think, bro. Everybody.
Oh, Ben
though.
Davison. We had
Ben.
We ran into Ben. Had a
Everybody
nice,
was at the fight hotel. Derek James. We were at the fight hotel, so we seen everybody. Sonny Edwards, Campbell Hatton, Matthew Hatton. I had a great conversation with Matthew.
Lee Woods came through to the stage
Lee
front
Woods,
hospitality
shout
party.
out to Lee. He got the rematch.
Yeah, shout out to Lee Woods.
Yeah,
came
Lee
through.
Woods. It was pretty good to talk to Lee, especially since I watched that fight, and I thought
Yo,
he did
shout
good.
shout out to my boy Maxie Hughes for coming through.
Shout out to Matt. Wow,
Yo, Maxie's
what
a
love.
real one, man.
Yo, if
Maxie's
you're not
a
following Maxie,
Maxie, a
if
real
you're not
one.
following Maxie Hughes, I get it. But you should drop him a follow just if you like a big TBV fan. I mean, he shows so much love. This dude took a 1 hour and a half train to meet us. But on top of that 1 hour and a half train, he had to take a 30-minute tube ride, then the 1 hour and a half train ride, then a 20-minute cab ride.
It was
like 3 different things, bro.
It was like
crazy.
half an hour in the car, 2 hours on 2 different trains. It was, yeah, man. So
Kana's accent was the camera's not working when we saw these fighters. So the first day, I felt like that. I felt like not content. I felt like the old days, like, oh shit, my camera. But I left that in the vet back home. So now I'm telling Danny, like, yo, I ain't got my shit. I'm mad as hell. I'd have got so-and-so. I just ran into I'd have got him, bruh. And Danny's like, yo, I got my camera. But he ain't bring his mic.
No. I had a handheld. It was a handheld mic.
Yeah. Oh, we did do an interview.
No,
with somebody.
No, yeah, we did it. We did some interviews. Obviously, the Maxie Hughes interview. Yo, like, and it was
we
crazy.
was gonna do Lee Woods, but he had to go
to announce his fight. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, he legit kicking it with us in the section at the Amex Lounge in the O2, and they, you know, the people.
Listen,
came and got him.
I get it, and I know that y'all are disappointed, because we didn't get content. But it's just sometimes how the fucking cookie crumbles, bro. It's definitely not, you know, what we expected. It's a learning experience.
But yeah, if y'all know the number to call in, shout out. We got 400 likes. Let's get to 500 now. But
I'm legit.
425-569-5241. Discord and Twitter Spaces is open. You legit what, champ?
I'm legit doing the DAZN survey. They sent me an email.
You told them how you're not paying the $25 a month.
Oh, yeah. they noticed I went on my account. So they like, yo, you haven't logged into your account in a while. After you click the, I'll take the survey, it's like, we noticed you came back to visit DAZN. Can you tell us why? Pick your top 3 choices. I love that they gave me 3 choices. Shout out DAZN. Cancel my subscription, review my subscription, and see my subscription details was all my 3 choices out of the many that they gave you. But that's dope. They are on, that's high-tech shit. That's like, I don't know, some Google shit, bro. Like, they legit followed the cookies, know that my IP, know that I logged on, and want feedback. And I legit gave it to them, which many don't. Hopefully that changes, because at the end when it said anything good or bad about your experience did you like to share with DAZN, I said yes. The price hike. It's way too high. I don't plan on renewing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
They're insane. $250. What the fuck they think they are? HBO?
Tan loco.
They crazy. HBO gives you fucking and you don't even pay $250 for that, and they give you Game of Thrones and Enter the Dragon or whatever the new one is. Like, them shits are billion-dollar fucking shows. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
They tripping, man.
Who we got on the
Lions
phone
with the
line?
$5 super chats. Is that the real Lions Only? Nah. How you did that then? How you get that off? I'm sure Jamel coming for you, bruv. Can't be just using Jamel shit out here like that on these streets. Yo, did you see that? Because this is a weekend recap. And during the weekend, that news came out. That's sad. It's heartbreaking.
What?
Charlo Zoo ain't happening until fucking August, September. Zoo about to fight again in June. Shout out to that young man. Shout out to that young man. I hope they start making his purses public so these other dudes can get jealous and motivated. This motherfucker fighting every day. That's beautiful. He just fought Harrison, a fight we thought he was going to lose. Let's be real. A lot of us were picking Harrison.
Yeah, no.
A lot of us were picking Harrison. He went in there and cleaned Harrison's clock, and he right back like, oh, you don't want to fight, champ? Cool, I'm going to keep getting this motherfucking experience then. I can't even wait to see who he picked now. I hope he don't get too crazy.
Right.
Like a Jesus Ramos right now. I don't know what happens in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Bring my boy Jesus back. I like the way that sound. Jesus Ramos, Tim Zoo would be a barn burner.
Banger for sure.
I ain't going to front, though. Ramos is big, but he's way leaner than Zoo. Zoo looks like he balloons. He looks full. What you think?
Nah, Ramos is big, bro.
But he looks lean, though, right? He don't look thin?
Nah. He's a big 54. He's big for sure. He's big.
All right, we're going back up to these phone lines. Did the numbers change, Danny? Because that's what I was waiting to see if it was these numbers going to change in terms of thumbs up.
We have 415 likes right now, 449 people watching.
All right. We're going to Checkmate Boxing in Phoenix, Arizona. What is up? What is up? What is up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Danny?
What up?
Glad y'all, had the opportunity. Did you visit the UK? Did y'all run into Lady Shannon?
Nah. And I know her, our mutual subscribers definitely told her, I said if she got the bud, hit me up. She must ain't got no bud, man.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I signed in late, so I didn't hear a lot what was going on, but I saw the title, and I am upset. I'm upset because Showtime, whatever, they're dropping the ball with this card. How do you go from Boots to Andre Ennis, to this crap? Now, I don't necessarily buy or watch, the main event because of the cards or pay-per-view because of the cards. If I have a main event, that's what I want to watch. But generally, if it's a stat card, you watch it from beginning to end and you're so satisfied. This is horrible. I smell sabotage. You know what I mean? Why the hell would they put Gabe Rosado? Why would they do something like that? You know what I mean? Again, this is horrible, especially for casuals. Like, come on, you're supposed to put your next up-and-comers. This is supposed to be the biggest stage, which means you want your brightest
but that's
attractions
Golden
on there to
Boy's
continue to
fight.
attract fans.
Checkmate. This is a co-broadcast, kind of. Remember, now that the zone is involved, so Golden is also a co-promotion, kind
right.
of.
That's
kind of like in order to get
sabotage.
in order to get Ryan, they had to give Golden Boy a fight. What's wrong with Beck the Bully, a known knockout puncher? Like, I mean, I don't understand what they doing wrong. Golden Boy's invested in Beck.
I have zero interest on Rosado and Beck the Bully on a pay-per-view card.
But that's you.
Zero interest.
But that's you from a promotional standpoint. Their investment is Beck.
Right.
Yo,
well, that is that's like a ESPN Friday night free fight.
Yo,
I think it's from what I'm hearing about the cards, really, even the Morrell, like okay, but I'm not. Other than that, there's not one name on that undercard that I'm thinking, oh man, I can't wait to see that fight.
I'm not.
Like I said, I think they're doing Tank a disservice.
I'm not saying that you're wrong,
it's not
brother.
That card,
all
it's disheveled.
But just keep in mind, it is a very expensive main event. You get what I'm saying? I'm not, so much so that there was even a pay-per-view price increase for this
$5, bro.
$10 for this one because of how expensive of a main event it was. I'm not saying that they're right for it. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying that, sometimes it's a sacrifice to get the
give and a
fights.
take. Give and a take. You can't ask for Ryan Tank and beg for it, and then when they give it to you, be like, oh, I ain't buying this shit because of the undercard. Motherfucker, you said you was buying it if they give you this fight. Now you saying you not buying it because they ain't giving you an undercard. And I ain't talking to you personally.
Okay,
I'm talking to the boxing fan in general. It's like right now we begged.
Hold on,
No, because I want to get this up. We just begged for Crawford and Earl. So now we gonna care who on the undercard? Motherfucker, we begged. I had people calling in here saying they would pay $100 for that fight. Now you gonna call in and say, I ain't buying that shit because look who they put on the undercard. Y'all sound crazy, man.
I'm gonna watch regardless. I'm going to the movie theaters to watch. You already know that. But my point is this: it's like a one of those painted quilts with different squares that don't match. It's an ugly card. That's just what it is. Now, the thing about it is, Danny, pay-per-views are actually cheaper for networks to put on because they don't have to pay rights fees, and the budget's pretty much coming out the income from the pay-per-view. So it's actually a lot cheaper. So people say, oh, they don't have the budget. It's actually, again, it's a lot cheaper to put on a pay-per-view because the budget is not falling on the network's shoulders. So like I said,
yeah, but wait, bro, that's false information. Think about what you're saying. It's cheaper because it doesn't fall on the network. How does that make it cheaper?
Right.
Hold on, brother. Who's in boxing? Bob Arum, Al Heyman, or is it ESPN and Showtime? It's the men. It's the promoters, okay? So when the fight doesn't get money from the network like pay-per-views don't, that means that the promoter has to guarantee that money. So yes, even though he's guaranteeing it based off projections, he's still the one that will go bankrupt if we all stole it. Because they're projecting at least a certain amount are going to buy it to cover the guarantee fees of the fighters. So this is an impossible fact for you to say that it's cheaper because guess what? It is 10 times more risk for all promoters to go to pay-per-view. It's on your dollar. You can find interviews of Bob Arum saying it. No, from budget concerns, you can hear Bob Arum saying it's more risk because the promoter is the one financially backing the pay-per-view. No one else. The promoter.
If they're putting on a free ESPN card or a free show,
it ain't free. It ain't free. They get the money from ESPN.
I understand. Okay, I understand. I got that. But my point is, they have a budget for that. Pay-per-view fights don't fall under that budget because they're not putting up the money for that. That's
that's
pretty much
false.
Right now, they
that's
got a record
false. That's false.
They got a top 10 gate that can cover a quality card. And I just think this card is not quality. I think Tank is quality, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy when Ryan take a swig of that Tank quill, and they got to carry him out the ring. I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, the card, I probably won't show up until fight before Tank. But anyway, that's my call. But did you guys get the video? Did you see the video that I sent? We'll talk about it another time, but I just wanted to see if you got it. If y'all looked
the weight video?
Yeah.
I mean, what? You still on the?
It had all the information. It had all the information that you guys weren't aware of previously. So we can talk
What
about it another
info
time. I just wanna make sure
exactly?
you got it.
What info exactly?
I don't. Just
Because I watched it. I didn't
we
see
can talk about it another
anything.
time.
I mean, I watched it. I didn't see
Well, you
anything
heard-
mind blowing.
If you watched it, you heard Ryan's double talk. You heard Ryan, and this is at the same New York presser that Ryan said, "Oh, I have no problem making the 146," and then at the same press he says, "Oh, they're trying to weight drain me." Then it's the same thing.
But are
"Oh,
you saying
I
that
walk
two
around and
things?
it's about
Are you saying
148,
two
so it's
things
not a
can be
problem."
true?
No, and it's at the same.
Those
daggone
two
presser
specific
where he's
things.
comfortable with it, where
Those
it's not
two.
gonna be a
Those two
problem.
specific things could be true, guaranteed. Because guess what? Tank is the one that thinks Ryan is big. Tank is the one that's insinuating that he's so big he must be on steroids. So Tank is the one, not his team, that created the catch weight. Tank was the one that agreed to 138, then came back and said, "No, you must fight me at 136." So yes, Tank is trying to weight drain him. But yes, two things could be correct. Tank could be trying to weight drain him, and Ryan can think he can make the weight. What the fuck are you talking about? And in terms of budget, because you act like you didn't hear me, you're false, bro. The network gives the promoter the budget by giving him the money for the fight. So when Shakur got $500,000 for a tune-up in the bubble, the network gave, I don't know, $750 or maybe $550,000 and said, "Do what you want with this, but we want a Shakur fight." You understand what I'm saying? So they gave them the budget. You keep just spewing bullshit talking about there's no budget for pay-per-view. How the fuck is there not? When now I got to come up with the money as the promoter. I'm not going to knock on Espinosa's door for the guarantee. I got to do my own projections. Me and my company got to decide how much we willing to guarantee these fighters, how much we willing to risk in case you motherfuckers steal it. Because if everyone steals the pay-per-view, who's paying those fighters the guarantee, Danny?
Said the promoter.
Thank you. Fucking dudes is so weird sometimes. So weird.
And before y'all call in talking about pay-per-view back end, understand that even when that is the case,
you got to go past a certain number.
Nah, not even past it. Ain't even past the number. You still got to have a guarantee. You can't not have a guarantee and we getting paid off pay-per-view. Like that ain't how the shit work. You still got to have a guarantee.
Word. And wasn't that Crawford's biggest issue? No guarantee.
Well,
and what
shit,
and what did Al say? I'm not giving this fight to nobody. When Crawford said he had a potential investor, which means Al's putting up the money. That's why Al didn't give him a guarantee. But you saying, "Oh, there's no budget when you do a pay-per-view." You sound crazy, bro. Crazy. Just apologize. It's all good. It's gonna be all good. Ari Boxing Talk, what up?
Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing today?
Straight.
Sensational.
Good to hear. Good to hear. No, so I just wanted to say, I mean, listen, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view. I'm gonna, I'm a big boxing fan, so of course I'm gonna support. We got the Ryan Garcia versus Tank fight, which is the fight we wanted. So now we gotta pay for it. People gotta stop fucking stealing. I don't know who fucking raised y'all. Like, stop stealing, people. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with the last caller that the card is mid, though. Even though it's a pay-per-view, I don't need to see no Beck the Bully versus Gabe Rosado on pay-per-view. Like, I don't care for that fight. I know it's a rematch. I know Golden Boy's invested in Beck the Bully, whatever, but I don't really care for that fight. I am happy that Morrell and Elijah Garcia are being highlighted on this card, but it's still a mid card in terms of the undercard. I would have probably liked to see William Cepeda. Like, remember, there was rumors that William Cepeda was supposed to be on this card, and I don't know what happened because I guess since the Virgil fight got pushed back or whatever, I don't know if they're trying to put Cepeda on that card or whatever. I don't know, man. But I was hoping for a better undercard, in my opinion. You know. And then what else were you guys talking about? Because I just jumped on again.
Yo,
the AJ fight.
I'm listening.
I just want to tell everybody, if y'all budget is $1,000 for your girl's birthday, don't spend $900 on the Louis bag because you ain't gonna be able to do much else with the other 100, and that's kind of like what occurred here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like promoters legit, and I'm not saying names, but like people in the industry legit have told us the fuck you wanted me to do. I only had but 100,000 for the rest of the card. I only had but 150 for the rest of the card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's why you get all them flyweights.
Y'all gotta understand that y'all got what y'all asked for, but it's like it ain't the perfect world, so you're not gonna be able.
No, but I understand. No, I hear what you're saying,
And
but I don't think. I mean,
I'm not speaking directly
is
to
Cepeda
you,
that?
But
No, but is Cepeda that more expensive than than Gabriel Rosado and Beck the Bully? You know what I'm saying? Is he that?
No. But what's your return though? You get what I'm saying? You talking about
exactly.
You talking about a Gabe Rosado that not just have we seen in there with everybody
No,
in their mother,
you going
but
the wrong way.
Creed 3, brother.
No,
Like,
you going the wrong
Creed,
way. You
what?
going the wrong way.
What?
They not putting Gabe in there for ticket sales or for pay-per-views. Gabe is
Correct.
in there,
They're not.
Gabe is in there to position Beck the Bully for Canelo. 68 is the most lucrative division right now because of Canelo. Beck the Bully's at 68. This is all about getting people in position for Canelo. Or
Man,
those
but I don't
belts-
want to hear no Beck the Bully. Beck the Bully should be nowhere close to in the same senses as Canelo. Let's keep it 100.
But you got
and that's the same thing. And that's hold on. And I want to say,
hold on. You got to
and I
understand
want to
what
say
I mean
another
by
thing.
that. You got to understand what I mean by that. Canelo might vacate, brother. Those belts might go vacant. That 68 division is wide open. He either got to face Benavidez or fight Bivol and maybe lose and maybe retire. Like, we don't know. 68 is where it's at right now.
He ain't pushing for the fight. He's just talking from the promoter standpoint.
Yeah, I'm looking at from Oscar
No,
standpoint.
okay.
William Cepeda is going to make what money versus who at 35? He already turned down Shakur. Tell me what money is Golden Boy as a company going to make off William Cepeda? There's more money in back. You can't argue that. I mean, if you have an argument, I want to hear it.
No, but wait, you're saying that there's more of an upside for Beck the Bully than there is for Cepeda?
Bro, Beck has more of a shot.
No, I'm generally asking you that question. You believe that?
That's what I believe Golden Boy believes. I think Beck has more of a chance winning a title at 68 than William Cepeda versus who, bro? Who's he going to beat for a belt?
No, but what I'm saying is maybe no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that okay, maybe he has a better chance of maybe winning a belt at 68, but in terms of money wise, I don't think so.
But if you're a promotional
I don't think so
company,
because Cepeda,
listen to me.
because
If you're a promotional company,
Cepeda
how
can
do you
get
make money? Only with champions, bro. So you can't diminish that. You can't undermine that. Like Cepeda ain't gonna win a fight versus Keyshawn. He definitely already ain't fighting Shakur. He will not beat Devin Haney. He can't beat Tank or Ryan. Who the fuck is he gonna make money with, bro? Tell me. What percentage are they giving Golden Boy?
But what I'm saying is those are more money.
I can see
Those are more money fight. I think those are potential more money fight for Golden Boy than they will get with Beck the Bully.
Explain to me why.
Well, because you have Cepeda. So you have Cepeda. You have Cepeda.
Let
Hold
me
on.
preface the question because he was already the mandatory. So if it was about winning a title, and he was already, in position to be an eliminator to be the mandatory. So if it was about winning a title, and the thought that they believed in him, they'd have went the Shakur route. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of money, why would Devin offer that boy anything over $300,000? I'm guaranteeing you he never made that. Why would Shakur, Keyshawn, who? Cepeda is who exactly? I love him. I've been preaching the drum. If you go here, people can quote me audio saying the other Cepeda, the better Cepeda, not Jose. But I'm also telling the truth like I was then. Nobody knows this motherfucker. He ain't making no money for nobody. Like who? What percentage is Golden Boy getting out of anywhere from 150 to 300,000? Show me the fight where you think he's making 500,000. Because I'm going to give you 500,000 to fight Devin with all the belts, or I'm going to give you 500,000 to fight Shakur, the silver medalist, two-time champion, unified. Like where? Which fight is 500,000? And
no, what I'm saying is that there's no.
Then tell me the cut that
No,
Golden Boy
I'm not
gets.
talking about. No, what I'm saying is I see more of an upside for Cepeda than what I see for Beck the Bully.
How?
You know what I'm saying? Cepeda's a Mexican. Hold on, just let me explain it then. Because Cepeda's a Mexican fighter that throws a lot of punches, fights very excitingly, and can potentially make they could probably advertise him to be a big fight, right? They could put him against Orion, or they could put him against, let's say they put a Tank Davis or Pitbull Cruz. Let's say even Devin Haney's moving up. I think Devin Haney, once he's done below Macheco, I think he's moving up. So
Ari,
I don't think that's realistic.
Let me just.
But even Shakur, but I think those could be put into like big fights.
Let me just ask one question. All those names you mentioned, give me the purses. Whatever you want it to be, I don't care. I just want you to give me those fights back, read them off to the fight fans listening, and also put a purse on it.
No, but what I'm saying, this is not something that's going to happen next or within the next year. I'm talking about there's more of an upside in the career-wise.
And that's my point.
Because Beck the Bully's up. Where's Beck the Bully from? Where's the Beck the Bully from? Kazakhstan or wherever the hell? Where's he from?
Yeah, like Kazakhstan. Or
that's what I'm saying. Nobody gives a fuck about like those dudes are not selling tickets like that in the U.S.
And I get
you got a Mexican fighter that has a huge Mexican. I mean, you have a Mexican fighter that throws a lot of punches. Very exciting to watch. You know the Mexicans are going to support him, and you know the Mexicans, if they promote him right, they're going to show out for you.
Stop avoiding the question, Ari. If they're going to support him, if you keep throwing this Mexican shit in the conversation and how that fucking means something, give us the purses for your hypothetical fights.
Ness, how am I going to give you a hypothetical purse? How am I going to give you a purse if he fights? I'm
gonna move on. You don't want to do this. It's cool. It's cool.
No, it's not that. But I'm saying, okay, let's say he gets a Tank fight. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I'm answering something. We sit here as boxing fans, and we put purses on fights all the time. Crawford and Earl, we've argued about how much they deserve and don't deserve until we turn blue in the face. Now all of a sudden you got amnesia. Now all of a sudden you can't.
Okay. So if he gets a Tank fight, he could make anywhere between $750,000 to $1 million. He could probably get $1 million to fight Tank if they put that fight on.
Wow.
You don't think he gets $1 million to fight Tank?
Who got $1 million to fight Tank so far, Ari?
Well, we don't know exactly what people got.
I mean, who's your biggest guess?
I don't know. I mean,
your silence says
no. Probably Leo. Leo Santa Cruz probably got over $1 million to fight Tank.
A fourth division, first ballot Hall of Famer not going.
Okay.
Now his purse gonna match. His purse gonna match what the
William
fuck.
Cepeda, who never won a belt.
Never headline, never won a belt, never been on pay-per-view, none of that shit.
No, but he's Mexican, Danny. He throws 1,000 punches, so he's gonna sell.
Come on, yo.
Ari, you're hilarious.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's more of an upside for fucking Cepeda than there is for Beck the Bully. Come on, man. Beck the Bully, really?
So why haven't you
Beck the Bully already got knocked out. Beck the Bully already got knocked out by the guy he's rematching. Nobody give a fuck about no Beck the Bully.
You gotta get to some more callers.
Nobody cares about Beck the Bully.
How is William getting $1 million though, man? We gotta get to some more callers.
No. What I'm saying is, we're talking hypotheticals. We're talking hypotheticals. If you build up the fight and you highlight Cepeda on a Tank card and you let him keep fighting, you let him keep winning. Let's say down the road he fights Tank, he could get $1 million. But Beck the Bully already got knocked out by the guy he's rematching. Nobody cares about Beck the Bully to be on pay-per-view on this card.
Ari, in your plan about a couple of fights later, he could maybe get $1 million with Tank. How many fights exactly before he gets $1 million? Like how many fights before?
No, what I'm saying is if you highlight him, he has more of an upside.
Answer my question, bro. Answer my question. How many fights does he need in your hypothetical before you see him fighting fucking Tank? Answer my question.
Maybe it depends though, because Golden Boy is on DAZN, so it depends if Golden Boy. It depends.
It's your hypothetical.
I don't know. Maybe 3 fights. I don't know. 3 fights.
Okay, and in real time, how much time is that? Because you know every fighter fights different, so I'm letting your hypothetical be developed by you.
Well, Cepeda's been pretty active in my opinion, so I would say maybe 1.5 years, 2 years the most.
Okay. So in a
maybe a year and a half.
In a year and a half, you think you see him in a title shot. So we're talking 2025, the middle of 2025, right?
Maybe 2024. I could see him fighting for, because remember the belts, like you just said, 168. The belts might be scattered, right? The same thing is going to happen after. I think after Haney beats Loma, I think those belts are going to be spread out, and then people will be trying to collect belts. I think Cepeda could put himself in a position for a belt. I think he can.
So again, at 35, Zepeda is number 5 with the WBC.
In which, okay.
And keep in mind, he turned that position down with
Shakur.
With Shakur.
Okay.
So looking at this at 135.
That's what I'm saying. Like when those belts are spread out, he could leave the WBC.
He's number 7 in the ring. He's number 6 in the WBO.
Okay.
He's number 5 in the WBC. He's not ranked in the IBF. I don't see him, but I am partially. It's hard to see this shit. And in the BA, it looks like he is number 3. So again, yes, he can maybe get a tank fight like you said in a year and a half. And maybe win $1 million in that fight in the WBA as a mandatory position. I know, because it's gonna. First of all, it's cross promotion. He's gonna have to get a mandatory.
The only way bro, you talking about in those 3 fights, he would have to beat Ryan Garcia in better fashion than whatever Tank does. Like he would have to make a statement before Tank. Like nobody is going into a Tank pay-per-view ain't ever.
But
like,
we don't gotta go that far. And I hate to cut you off. Look at the rankings, bro. Like he won't get a shot at Tank the way that Ari thinks, because Frank Martin is there. And Shakur.
No, Frank Martin is there. I understand that, but he could try to go the IBF route. I mean, he could try to go the IBF route too. I know he's not ranked. No, I know he's not ranked right now, but you know how these sanctioning bodies work. You can drop out of one sanctioning body and pop into another one.
All right, Ari, I'm gonna move on.
We gotta get to some more callers,
the point I was trying to make that you obviously don't want to get is that timeline-wise is just not possible. Looking at the rankings, he won't beat those guys. Like, look at 35 is so top-heavy. Look at your top 5, bro. You got Devin as the champ, Vasil number 1, Tank number 2, Ryan number 3, Isaac Cruz number 4, and Frank Martin number 5. So yeah, is William deserving of being number 6 from a right now standpoint? Like, does he seem to be better than a George Kambosos if you're looking at the Ring Magazine rankings? Yeah. You know, Kambosos coming off 2 losses, but he's ranked above William because he's a former unified champion. So he gets that ranking. But Gustavo Lemons is a puncher. And, yeah, even though he says, you know how it is, you could get out ranked in a sanction, and like, he won't be ranked top 5 in the IBF. He ain't going to just magically pop up top 5 because he's not that dude.
From not ranked to top of the rankings. Like,
yeah, he's not that dude. And again, in the next year and a half, if those titles become vacant, look at the people he got to fight to get a shot. The highest, most quickest way would be the WBA. And that's the hardest fight to make. He keep talking about tank fight. They going to have to give the services of William Cepeda. You think that Tank Davis is going to do a co-promotion with Golden Boy for William Cepeda as a mandatory? Man, that shit going to purse bid. It's going to purse bid, dog. Like, they not even on the same broadcasting team. They're with rival networks. How? It's going to have to be a mandatory position. It's going to have to go to purse bid, or they're going to have to give up William Cepeda services to Tank and do it as a Showtime pay-per-view. And in order to get there, somehow politically, William Cepeda got to skip Frank Martin. The WBO already stands for what? Benefits.
Ow.
But somehow I'm going to be Gilberto and let William Cepeda get a shot at Tank and not an in-house shot at Tank to keep Al happy, to keep him sending his fighters to my ranking so I could keep eating. Man, I'm just saying, it's all simple. But now, I'm not saying that my idea was any smarter. I will say that, Ari. I'm going back to these rankings. I'm still screen sharing. 68. Beck the Bully is ranked pretty low, but at least he's ranked. And this division, he got a shot at some of these guys. I ain't gonna front. Like, I know people gonna write Beck off because of Rosado loss, but his style is very aggressive. Can they keep up? Like, who could he beat for a title vacant? Looks like in the IBF he's not ranked.
He seems scared. Why he ain't fight Core? The fuck?
How much I bet I hate it? You see this? The dude it's so sad, bro. You can't tell the truth. Cause I'm the one that was putting y'all on Cepeda. Y'all just finally seen him when he beat JoJo. Get your ass out of here. Just like I've been talking about my Billy for mad long, and now after Gongora, y'all want to talk about him. Get out of here, man.
Phone lines are open though. 425. I know we got so off track. It ain't even funny, but
we sure did.
425
Danny's been trying to get us back on track.
5240.
I love Ari, man.
Press one time.
Ari made some great arguments.
Twitter Spaces and Discord is open.
We got on Twitter, Big Boss Nino. Get yourself together, champ. We coming to you. Yo, Andre Ward's biggest fan said, I'm gonna try and get you to say my name. Did you see Eddie? Yeah, we seen Eddie. Did you answer that already?
I don't know that.
All right, so that was a Sweden super chat, and we certainly seen Eddie. The first day we got there late night too, right? Was it early morning or late night?
No, by the time we got to the hotel, it was already like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
10
so
p.m.
we got there late.
Like 10 p.m.
And Eddie was having a stressful phone call, so I ain't even. I'm lying. I was trying to bother him. Danny was the one being more polite, like, yo, bro, he's on a phone call. I'm literally seeing him. You know how when you got that good hair, you go like this, and it like stays up because you like pulled. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, he was on one of those calls, so we didn't bother him. But then the next day, Danny went for the run with him, and before Eddie went to that run, I bumped into him at breakfast, and I didn't even notice him. He actually noticed me. He's like, "Hey, mate, you made it over." Cheers. Jaime Nieto, $5 super chat, says, we still got dudes calling in trying to justify all the weight stipulations. Coming from a Tank fan, we're not getting both guys at their best. Jaime Nieto back with another $5 super chat, says, people can say Tank was going to win anyway, but we'll never know. That's why they fight. Again, Tank fan, but we're setting a bad precedent moving forward. I said that too, man. I mean, if we allow this shit, it's a wrap. I mean, it's over. It's not that we allowed it. Ryan allowed it. And, it is what it is. Hopefully, I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it because somebody's going to steal it from me when it actually happens. But hopefully it happens like the Porter fight. And the day of, Tank and them received so much backlash that they're like, man, fuck it, man. Come in whatever weight.
My bad, champ.
Fuck it, man. Come in whatever weight you want. You know what I'm saying? In terms of rehydration-wise. But Big Boss, what up?
Yo, Nez, Danny, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
We hear you.
Yeah, man, what's good? Glad to have y'all boys back, man. But I just got in here a couple calls ago. I'm pretty much leaning with Ari, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I mean, I understand y'all point from the business side where y'all say we get this big ass fight between Ryan and Tank. You feel me? How much money we got left over? That makes sense. You feel me? When you looking at it from that type of sight, you feel me? When you looking at it through them eyes. But just as like you feel me, a casual fan going off the last fight, I thought the motherfucking card was gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? After that card in DC, the first Garcia.
What was crazy about the card in DC?
I know.
Hold on. I was there. I'm just curious. What'd you find?
No, it's just the names on the card. Just like he said, you know what I'm saying? Like for $100, you could have seen Boots, Boo Boo, Speedy, and Tank.
In
And it's like you
one-way
gotta spend
fights.
So that's okay.
yeah, we feel like this a one-way fight. You know what I'm saying? We feel don't nobody feel I feel like if we paying $700, I feel like a Tank versus Shakur should be like 700, not Ryan versus Tank. Even though I understand Ryan the bigger fighter out of all them, but it's just like I don't really think Ryan gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? I actually feel like going into a Shakur fight or a Devin fight, like Tank could actually lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this a big ass fight, but I don't know, man. It's just like I said, I ain't looking at it from like the business side. I'm just looking at it from the card. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't think Ryan gonna beat him, just like I ain't think Hector was gonna beat him. But it's like before we got to the main event, we got to see some of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew Boots was gonna win, I thought Speedy was gonna win, I knew Boo Boo was gonna win. It's just the names on the card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. When I seen the ticket prices and shit, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be hella killers on the card. And I seen the card yesterday, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen Morrell Jr. on it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't the person who finna be like, the undercard ain't what I thought it was. I ain't finna buy it or I ain't tuning in. Like, I ain't really give a fuck about that shit no way. But like I said, when I seen it, I just wasn't too hype about it. Like when I seen all them names on the last card, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be there. You feel me? Watching that shit, probably prelims type shit. I'm gonna be watching that whole card just because I knew everybody on the card. And like I knew who Beck the Bully was, but I ain't know who he was till he lost to dude till he lost to Gabe the first time. But I know he got a couple good dubs after that, and he definitely in position for a title shot. He
No,
keep on winning,
not
but I
immediately
don't
down
mind
the
seeing him.
line.
Yeah, that's why I said a couple more wins, he'll be in position. But
Yo,
like I said, man, I ain't too big on the undercard. But like I said, I wasn't too worried about it. No way. I'm just saying I wasn't too hype about it when I seen it.
yo, you gotta look at it too from a like perspective. It's like, bro, people tuning in for the main event anyway. So you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, fact. That's why I
it's
said,
like
and this
shit,
this
bro.
one of
Like
the biggest
Mayweather
fights.
Pacquiao. Don't get me wrong. Not saying I I didn't want to, but bro, Mayweather Pacquiao. I ain't even watched Leo or Vasil Lomachenko. They wasn't
Yeah,
fighting.
that's another
You know what I'm saying?
thing
They
too,
wasn't
because
fighting
I don't
nobody.
watch the
They
undercard.
wasn't fighting nobody I cared for, and it was like NBA Finals on or some shit, maybe the conference finals on at the time. And it was like, bro, they in one-sided ass fights. Fuck it, I'd rather watch the conference finals and then tune in for the main event. And that was $100 pay-per-view, but definitely not the greatest of pay-per-views. That is for
Yeah,
sure.
like I said, man, the main event gonna make up for it. You feel me? That shit's so big where like y'all was saying earlier, it ain't too much money left on the back end. Like shit, they paying these stars to get in there. But like I said, man, I just thought the card would be a little bit stronger just going off the last one. But shit, we got the fight, man. I ain't gonna be mad at it. I'm gonna still be tuned in. And like I said, that's all I got on this card, man. Glad to have y'all back. Y'all boys hit that like and subscribe button.
Word.
All right, Tim,
Big
let's go.
Boss.
Appreciate you.
Big Boss. Who we got? Vega, what up? Vega. Hawk in Maryland. Hawk in Maryland. Double checking to make sure it ain't us. Hawk. Hawk. All right, looks like it could be us. Give me 1 second, fellas. See what's happening. In the meantime, in between time, we got General Camino.
Dímelo.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
We hear you.
Word. What's good, TBV? What's good, Ness? What's good, Danny?
What's good?
Chilling, man. You know, they say you don't realize what you had until it's gone, man. The days y'all was gone, man, I was sitting here wishing y'all would hop on the pod and do something. But, hey, it is what it is.
Bro, we wanted to desperately. I certainly did, but we just could not.
Yeah, you know, shit happens. I ain't too worried about it. But, man, I don't even really want to talk too much about the Tank undercard. I want to talk about the fights this weekend, man. The fights this weekend were amazing. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed the top rank card. They put together a nice little card. But I really want to touch on Jahai Tucker's performance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, that young man is a dog.